Hello and welcome to an Open the Box video from me, Rough Swordsman, Wargamer. This time it's Castle Itter, the Strangest Battle of World War II by DVG. And this is a review copy kindly sent by them to me. So thank you to Sarah and all the boys and girls at DVG for doing that. So this game is created by David Thompson, who you may remember from another game in this series, if you like, Pavlov's House. I do have a playthrough of that on my channel if you're interested. Great cover by, or the cover art by Matt White. Let's have a look. The battle for Castle Itter was fought near the Austrian village of Itter on the 5th of May 1945, in the last days of the war in Europe during World War II. US soldiers joined forces with Wehrmacht infantrymen, an SS officer, an Austrian resistance fighter, and recently freed French prisoners of war to defend an Austrian castle against an attacking force from the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division. During a game of Castle Itter, you take the role of the force that defended the castle from 0400 to 1600 hours on the 5th of May 1945. The goal of the game is to last until the SS deck is depleted without allowing SS counters to reach the castle. You score points for each defender that survives the assault and lose points for each SS counter remaining on the board at the end of the game. The higher your score, the better. Right, game components. 95 cards, 77 wooden blocks, 4 sheets of counters, 5 dice, 3 reference sheets, a 33 x 17 inch mounted tactical display, and a rule book. Right, let's get the shrink wrap off. Right, the shrink wrap's off. Let's open the box. Nice sturdy box. And the first thing we see is the rules. Let's have a look at those. Colour. And the format of the rule book will be familiar to those who have Pavlov's House. Lots of pictures. Explanation of the counters and the cards. Playing the game. Defender phase. Actions. Yeah, so some of the actions again will be familiar, although escape, that's a new one. Defender phase, attributes. Tank crew, oh. SS cards, right. Yes, these look familiar from my Pavlov's House. SS cards, yes. And that's it, with just the winning victory points, variants, and some references and additional resources. Excellent. Comes in at 24 pages. So them's the rules, as I say. Here's the tactical board, which we'll have a look at in a moment. And here's the counters. Right, let's have a look at those. Again, as I'm familiar with Pavlov's House, these look familiar, but they are smaller. I think one of the things with Pavlov's House was, for instance, these were a bit too big to go onto the map. So they've made them smaller, which is a good idea. So here's the baddies. Here's the SS. We've got machine gunners and mortars, stormtroopers, I assume that is. These are the action tokens, I think. And there's the other side. Right. Second sheet. These are suppression tokens, if I remember rightly, if they're the same sort of thing. Some more baddies, some more SS. Storm, scouts, riflemen. Oops, they want to pop out. They want to pop out. The quality of the counters is up to DVG's usual high standard. Nice, thick counters, if you can see that. And they they just want to pop out and play. Some more SS, but here we've got some of the defenders. Here's the French. And their exhausted sides. If they do actions, you have to exhaust them if it's the same. So, yeah. And last but not least, some more French. Here's our SS friend, Americans, and Wehrmacht, who are fighting with the Americans, which makes this battle so unusual. And there we are. What have we got next? Here are the player aids, and these are very helpful. They had them in Pavlov's house. And this one is the card player aid, which tells you everything on the card, what type of card it is and what it means, and also where it is in the rules. These are a godsend. These are great to have. So that's for the cards. There's one for defender actions. Again, where they are in the rules in case you need some extra information. But you'll keep these out when you're playing, and once you know the rules, you'll be good as gold. And the last one is the defender attributes. What all those things mean. So yes, very welcome. And the last thing is we've got some cards which I've actually taken out of the plastic wrapping because I didn't want to embarrass myself and spend 20 minutes trying to bite open the wrapping on them. So they're already done. We'll have a look at those in a moment. And just to finish off, 5 dice, handful of dice, and some of these little cubes. Now, these were in Pavlov's house as well, and the idea of these is if you don't want to use the counters, there's the colours of the counters in the cubes here. You can use these instead. But these are also blooming handy for other games that you want to use little cubes for. So very pleased to see those. They're very handy. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at the cards. Here's the SS deck, I assume. And the first one is this thing. It's got competitive on it. And that's only used if you're playing a 2-player game. So you put that away if you're playing on your Todd. And again, these will look familiar with the number. So you sort them out, I assume, into their little packs. But when I do a playthrough, I'll do a setup as well. So there we are. There's number 2. Whoops. Mortars. Machine gunners. Attack location. Oh, this looks really good. You can roll a die, and it depends what area of the map I suppose it's attacking. Panzerfaust. Besotten Jenny. Ooh, we'll have a look at that on the map. There we are, 3, and so on and so on. Lots of them. You've got to get through this. Crikey, there's 5 different locations. I have to get somebody to tell me what these mean. I'm colourblind, so we'll see how we get on with that. And, oh, reinforcements. Add the defenders with the reinforcements are attribute designation to your supply. Oh, right. Okay. And I did have a little peek and found this right at the bottom. End game immediately. So I assume this gets shuffled in when certain criteria are met, and if you draw it, you get relieved by the 142nd Infantry Regiment, I believe, I think. Could be wrong, because I haven't read the rules yet. And these are the tactic cards. Now these, again, are numbered. So there's pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, and these, once you've played the game a few times, you can use these to make it harder for yourself, you fool. So good. When you place a machine gun counter, place an additional machine gun counter in the same location. Yeah. For those who want to make it more difficult for themselves. And there we are. That's the cards. Let's have a look at that map. There you can see the tactical map in all its glory. And it looks like it's sort of divided into separate areas. Keep, Great Hall, South Terrace, the Gatehouse. Oh, here's Besotton Jenny. When we have a look at the map close up, we'll have a good look at that. I know you can't see it all. Sorry, it's a bit dark this side. I need another light this side, I think. But here's a suppression area where you put your suppression counters. Right. Let's have a close-up. So here's a close-up of the map. Sorry, it's a bit shaky. I'm having to hold the camera. But down here you can see the cellar. And here's the big area in the middle. We've got the South Terrace there, the Keep, the North Terrace, the Great Hall, the Gatehouse. Ooh, Gatehouse here. And down here we've got the suppression area for your suppression tokens. And up here is Besotton Jenny with a tank in it. And some other sort of heavy weapons. Lovely. Crikey. It's a great looking map. So, that's the map. So there we are. That's what you get in the box. That was Castle Itter, the strangest battle of World War II by DVG, created by David Thompson with the cover art by Matt White. Components look great, and I can't wait to get this on the table and do a playthrough for you on the channel. So, this has been an Open the Box video from me, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. If you like what I do, please subscribe, push the like button of the video and the bell if you wish to be notified when I do upload videos, and leave a comment by all means. So, hope you've enjoyed it. Until the next one, you take care and goodbye.